I am going to invite Marty on now. And so here is Marty Lyman. And Marty has been in this program a long, long time. And I mean, just to be honest, we have had a lot of exchanges of me saying, Marty, you don't really need to be in this program anymore. And Marty going, I don't really need to be in this program anymore. So it's incredibly sweet that Marty sticks around. So I'm going to let Marty chat about the CoreWalking program a little bit. How are you, Marty?
I'm doing well this morning. Last night I had a little bit of issues with the neck, just basically due to weather changes.
Well,
But
actually, not to interrupt, but tell these guys what you're just coming out of
oh,
in terms of your neck.
I will go through the whole background then. I have been through 3 surgeries, 2 of which are major. The first surgery that I had was back surgery, and it was basically pretty simple. All they did was go in there and remove the disc that had impinged into the sciatic nerve down at S1. And the only thing I was allowed to do coming out of that surgery was walk. And I received this ad. Somehow it just showed up, and I said, walking is the only thing I can do. And so I ordered all the stuff, which didn't make any sense. And then Jonathan, started this program on body, mind, core walking. And I was hooked ever since because it pulled me out of my depression. And so I went from that surgery immediately into knee joint replacement surgery. And that took a long time to heal because, because of the third surgery. Anyway, I was just coming out of the back surgery, healing from it. And of course, the knee, it was all on the left side. And so I continued with your program, kept working as much as I could on posture. And then four years later, I am just now coming out of neck surgery. And that was possibly the cause of everything except the knee joint. The neck surgery was the most complicated. It involved 2 surgeries. It involved actually replacing or building, shall I say, putting a support in, because I was totally compressed against the spinal cord. I had the narrowing of the spine, plus I had a lot of bone spurs in the spine. And he also did a surgery on the back where he put, I call them hinges, but they're little metal plates that help open up the spinal column so that the spinal cord is not compressed.
Right.
The last surgery was the most complicated. It would have been the most dangerous. And yet I think because of what I had learned from you, Jonathan, in the CoreWalking, my recovery was amazing. It's still amazing. Most people would not be able to do that or that coming 3 months out of surgery.
Right.
3 months. And I can do I've got complete mobilization of my neck. Now, the big concern is balance, because do I have damage to the compressed spinal cord?
Right.
I don't know. I am, by the way, 72, and I'm proud of it.
I love it. No, but I've seen you showing up on the workshops and yoga classes of late, and you blow my mind. Like, you look really great, and you look super stable. And I always, whenever you get on calls with me like this, I always do put in the caveat, right? Like, you work really hard, and to recover the way you do, it doesn't happen by osmosis. That you, when you signed up to the program, you took it on so completely that I would do anatomy lectures and you just keep on learning anatomy, so that there's nothing about your body that's impacted by injury that you are not as expert in as your doctors and physical therapists. Would you say that?
I will have to say that I am probably advanced, and I'm even taking more classes thanks to you. I have gotten in touch with Tom Myers, who does all the fascial stuff. That's the Rolfing. And I'm in touch with Karen Gunther, who does the movement. I am now being able to learn. I'm taking a class in how to distinguish fascia pain from muscle pain, from bone and nerve pain.
So great.
And I have the ability to do that. And so that's the class I'm currently taking. Coming out of my last surgery, the PT and the nursing staff was really stunned. One thing I can say that I find most interesting is medication.
Mm-hmm.
I attribute a lot of this again to the body mind and what I've learned. They put me on 600 milligrams of gabapentin, which is a nerve block, and then they had 50 twice, whatever their units are of the fentanyl.
Oof.
And that is it. I had no Demerol. I had no, none of the other stuff. I was absolutely stunned. And coming out of that surgery, they put me on tramadol, but I only had to have about 3.
That's so great.
And I attribute a lot of this to the fact, when it comes to your program and why I stay with you, is because when I had to get up to go to the bathroom, you want to do this because you hurt with all that.
Yeah.
But immediately I would go drop the shoulders back, your head's in a neck brace, so you don't have any choice but bring your head back. Right. And I would stand the way you would have me stand, and it eliminated as much of the pain as doing that.
So great.
And the PT kind of got a little upset with me because I was so excited about having no pain coming off my big toe.
Yeah.
That I was racing around the corners and he said, slow down, you just came out of surgery.
But what's so interesting about that is that this is a pain you had, it's a pain we talked about, it's a pain you were dealing with, and they went in for the surgery and the pain was gone.
Completely.
So that was a surgical fix that I kept saying, well, maybe walk differently. And in truth, the surgery just totally set you up, but then again.
Are you hearing my dog?
Yeah, I love your dogs.
I think I better shut the door.
Very good. That's great. So it's very interesting. Wait, let you get back on.
That's the other thing that's really exciting is my being able to help my husband work with our dogs in ski joring.
Well, just look at the way you just went to close the door.
Huh?
The way you went to close, there was nothing guarded about it. There was nothing worried. You just moved and did it. That's what it's all about. So it's interesting because what would you say in terms of like the standing and walking are the big changes that you made from before you met me? Like, I know what I obsess on, which is the middle back and the pelvis. Where would you say you fall in that?
I think it's dropping the chest.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
It's dropping the chest, and then when I drop the chest, then my back goes out. So I'm constantly.
Right.
When I'm walking, I'm constantly having to drop and then remember to relax and walk correctly, right. And then drop.
Right.
my massage therapist, Rolfer, basically he had driven around and he saw me walking. This was a week out of surgery.
So
and
good.
I was walking and I was doing exactly that. And he said, I can really see the wheels going in your head.
I love
yeah. And
so
again,
great.
that is why I like staying with you, because you are the only one, and trust me, I've gone to many courses, who insists on the importance of keeping that posture all the time. And with all of my activities, as I said, I have 7 activities that I do, all these different activities, and they all involve posture.
Right. It's great.
And in various different modes, depending. So, yeah, I'm just super thrilled with the success that I've had. The doctor, I think, is thrilled. I think they're all stunned at why I do not have more pain.
That's great.
And why I don't have more spinal cord damage. I don't know about the Groucho much walking.
Yeah, right.
I don't know about that.
Well, we can play with that more in September at the workshop. Marty, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming on. I so appreciate it. And I'm going to say goodbye now, and I will see you soon at a workshop or a class. So thanks again for coming on.
One thing that I do need to ask you, and that is, how will I see this, or will I see this?
It's all up on the website. So we emailed earlier.
Okay. So because your last program you had talked about the workshop was not on the website.
Oh, we'll find it.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Thanks, Marty.
Bye.
Yeah, so, Marty is an amazing person who has gone through a whole lot, but is also just super, super strong and super dedicated to the journey that she's been on a long time. So, like, for me, it is such a privilege to work with her, and it is like, it's so sweet that she has stayed around for all this time. And I know that she's studying with all these people that, she's not studying to go and, become a Ralpher like Tom Myers or a masseuse. She's just studying to learn more about her body so that she just keeps healing well and aging well. And that's really all I'm on about. That's all I care about. So this is our last time meeting. And I really do hope that you will join me for the Body Mind. And I put up a link. And if you want to join, and I think there's another email or two will go out about that. And I just can't thank you enough for giving me all your time in the last 5 days. I appreciate it so much. I think you can tell I just love what I do. And I really do hope you choose to join me in the Body Mind. The yearly deal, which is $297, it goes up to $397 as of midnight tonight. So it's a really, it's like 6 months for the price of 12 months for the price of 6. And so podcast is CoreWalking, a step in the right direction, right? CoreWalking, a step in the right direction. And it's on every podcast platform. So I know a bunch of you guys who are on now, I will be seeing because you've already signed up, and I hope some of you other people sign up. If you have any questions for me, if you're on the fence and you want to just get some more information, feel free to reach out. Catherine, I know we have an appointment coming up, so I get to see you again. Come on soon. Thanks again, guys. I can't say enough. Thanks to Alex and Marty for joining me today, and Ali yesterday, and Jersey earlier in the week. I so appreciate their input and their support. So I kind of don't want to stop talking, but I'm going to. And have a great day.